Yeah, so this week we're looking at cubic graphs. This is a new format because we're looking at an examination question. So this is a graph. I want to explain a bit about the graph. This is a graph, and in the exams that you're writing this year, this is what you're going to come across. They'll give you 3 graphs. So the first graph that you're given is for cubic graphs. So I want to explain a bit about this graph. These are boxes, and every box, so one box adds up to 2 centimeters. So this one full box adds up to 2 centimeters, and there are 10 small boxes inside. There are 10 small boxes inside. Yeah, so I can advise you to go in Bookworld and get these graphs because we're going to be loaded with work this week. So this is a graph, so I'll be explaining as I'm going on. So let's look at this question for 2019. The values of x and y are connected by the equation y is equals to x to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. Some corresponding values of x and y are given in the table below. So check this. We have x, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And we have y, k, 5, 7, 3, -1, 1, 15. So the first question is calculate the value of k. So the first thing you have to know that is that this side, this is the horizontal. The horizontal is your x-axis. Then the vertical is your y-axis. So how do we find the first one? Here is how you do it. So we have y is equals to, you write your equation. Y is equals to x to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. So check this. They want you to find k. So calculate the value of k. Check where there's k. What is my x? It's -3. So where there's x here, I'm putting -3. So y is equals to -3 to the power 3 minus 5 -3 plus 3. So y is equals to, simple as that. Let me use my calculator. So I'm saying -3 to the power 3 minus 5 -3 plus 3. What do we have? -9. So here we have -9. So you say therefore k is equals to -9. Simple as that. It just means where there's x, replace and solve. So we found our first question. Now check, this is very important. This is where the key is. Instructions. Using a scale of 2 centimeters, I've said one box is 2 centimeters. Using a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit on the x-axis for -3 is less or equal to x, less or equal to 3. And 2 centimeters to represent 5 units. So what it means is this: 2 centimeters to 1 unit. It means you're starting from 0, 1, 2. And these are the limits for the x. For the negative, we end at 3. For the positive, we end at 3. And now 2 centimeters to represent 5 units on the y-axis. This means we start from 0, the next number will be 5. Because they've told us 2 centimeters to represent 5. So we follow what they're telling us. We don't just plot what we want. That's why I said it's very important. 2 centimeters to represent 5 units on the y-axis. For -10 is less or equal to y, less or equal to 20. So the number that we should end on in the negative should be -10. And in the positive 20. Draw the graph of y is equals to x to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. So this is what we do. I'll start like this. So now I'll start here. This will be my 0. This will be my 1, 2, 3. Because they've told me 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters, because this box is 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit. So I've ended on 3. Then this side, -1, because you know this side is -1. This is -2. This is -3. Yeah, I get my ruler. I have to join these. So this is a new syllabus. These are cubic graphs. And I'm sure you get it. So this is, I even label X. Then now they have told me 2 centimeters to represent 5 units. So I start, this is 0, next will be 5, next will be 10, next will be 15, next will be 20. So here we have -5, -10, because I've told me to end on negative. I just follow instructions, simple as that. So I'll join here. I'll join the lines. Join the lines. Simple as that. And I say this is Y. Now here is the big thing. How do we plot? Check this. So this is -3. What is our K? -9. So I come here. This is -3. Where's my -9? It's this side. So on this 3, I just follow. I'm looking for my -9. So now the question I have is this. If this is 0, unless the next number is -5, and there are 10 boxes here, it means I haven't counted at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because my 5 would be here. It means they're counting in 2s. So after 2 boxes is 1. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. So I'm looking for my -9. This is -3, -9 is here. So this is -9. I'll put a dot like that, simple as that. So where the points meet, this is -3 and my -9 is this side. So where they meet, you put an X, like a dot. Then I move on. We have -2, and then we have 5. So -2, then we have 5, simple. So this is -2, I follow, this is my 5 here, simple as that. So where they meet here, you put an X here. Simple. Are we following? Hope so. Then I have -1, then 7. My +7 is up side. So it's up, so I have my -1 here. This is 5. So 5, after 2 boxes, I've said this one. So 5, 6, 7. So where they meet? X. So are we following? Are we following? Then we have 0,3. 0,3. So this is my 0. So where the 0, I count 3. So 1, 2, 3. I put an X. Simple as that. Then I have 1, -1. So this is 1. -1 is just here, goes down, it's negative. Then I have 2, 1. So this is 2. My 1 is here. Then I have 3. This is 3, and then this is 15. So 3, my 15. If you see, this is my 15 here. This is my 15. So I put an X. Now, do I end here? No. I connect my dots with a dotted line. So start with a dotted line. Start with a dotted line. And you should meet all the points that you have plotted. It should be a smooth graph. It should be a smooth graph. Just like this. Just like that. Then once I'm satisfied, okay, these dots meet, I now have my solid line to touch all these. Smooth graph, please. You need training. Smooth graph. This topic is worth, and always make sure you have an HB pencil. Don't just use any type of pencil. I got this pencil from Bookworld. Make sure you have an HB pencil. Some pencils you write dirty work. And if you see this pencil, neat. So I've joined. Once I join, I even say this is my y is equals to x to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. So I get my 3 marks so far. Neat. Yeah, so I'm done with my graph. Let's look at our third question. Use your graph to, number 1, solve the equation x to the power 3 minus 5x is equals to 0. This is what you do. So never write the following answers close to your graph. That's why there's space here. So I have this is question 3. They have told me I should solve this x to the power 3 minus 5x is equals to 0. So to solve this, I need to write my original. My original equation is x to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. So here's the trick. Here you have x to the power 3 minus 5x is equals to 0. And your original is x to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. What is missing here is 3. So this is what you do now. You're going to say x to the power 3 minus 5x plus, you're going to introduce what is missing, plus 3. And even this side, you're going to have 0 plus 3. So what is missing, you introduce it this side and the other side. Please pause the video. What is missing, this side you introduce and the other side. And then I write my original. X to the power 3 minus 5x plus 3. So these are the same, I cancel them. You see, I cancel. So what do I have remaining? I have remaining is y is equals to 0 plus 3 is 3. So y is equals to 3. That's what I have remaining. I have to plot this point. So come. So y is equals to 3. Y is equals to 3. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So at this point, I'll draw a straight line. This straight line should meet my graph. A straight line to meet my graph like that. So y is equals to 3 is this point. Now, you're not even done. So you check the points where they meet. This line that you have drawn and your curve, where do they meet? They meet here, they meet at this point, they meet at this point, they meet at this point. You have to now go. The answers are always found in the x-axis. So I'll come here. I'll plot here. So I ask myself, this is -2. So I'm going this side, this is negative 2.1, negative 2.2, this is negative 2.3. So I have x is equals to negative 2.3. That's my answer, comma. I come here. Here is simple here. Where they meet, this is 0. So x is equals to 0 because there's no x here. So x is equals to 0. Then here I have x is equals to, I come here where they meet. So this is 2, 2.1, 2.2. So this is 2.2. That's your final answer. That's how you solve. Where not clear, please pause the video. I'm trying to be very slow. Now, we have this. Estimate the area bounded by the curve y is equals to 3. Here is where it gets complicated. Estimate the area bounded by the curve y is equals to 3 and x is equals to -2. So go where there's y is equals to 3. Where is y is equals to 3? We drew this line. And x is equals to -2. So where x is equals to -2, you're going to, because you have to draw your boundaries like that. So you're trying to find this area from here up to here. That's the area you're trying to find. So the formula for area, I'm going to write it here. So formula for area So area of a graph is equals to, this is equals to number of complete boxes. Number of complete boxes. Make sure you write everything in pencil, plus number of incomplete. So the incomplete boxes you divide by 2. How do you know it's complete? So a whole full box is complete, but this is my boundary from here up to here. If you check this, all these are not complete boxes, because this y is equals to 3 has cut, so this is not complete, this is not complete, this is not complete, this is not complete, and this part is not complete. If it was complete, if this line was here, could have been complete. So how many how many incomplete boxes do we have? Incomplete. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the incomplete. So we say A is equals to number of complete we don't have. So we say 0 plus, and then number of incomplete is 5. So 5 divide 2. So area is equals to 0 plus, then we have 5 divide 2 is 2.5. So area is equals to 2.5 times, here's the key now here, times, let's go to our question here, times, you're multiplying. So you multiply the units. You're going to multiply this unit 1 times this 5 units. So 1 times 5 is 5. That's what you're using here to multiply. Let me repeat. I have to repeat this. We have this. Area is equals to number of complete boxes plus number of incomplete boxes divide 2. Yeah, so area is equals to, we didn't have any complete boxes, it's 0. Then incomplete we have 5, always divide by 2. So 2 into 5 is 2.5. So 0 plus 2.5 is 2.5. Then you have to multiply times what number? How do you find the number you're multiplying with? Is this, you multiply the first number here. The first number in your x-axis is 1. And the first number, you're looking at positives, please. The first number in your x-axis for positives is 1. The first number in your y-axis for positives is 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. That's how we came about this 5. According to each graph, they will be different. Here there will be 10, here there will be 20. Just multiply them, and that's what you are using here. So of 2.5 times 5. So area will give us 12.5 square units. Square units. Yeah. Hope you are getting it. You don't need to know everything. Even getting 9 is fine. Let's look at the final question. Find the gradient of the curve at the point where x is equals to 2. At the point where x is equals to 2. So gradient, you remember the formula for gradient. So yeah, so but first we have to draw the point. So at the point where x is equals to 2, x is equals to 2. So this is the point. X is equals to 2. So 2, 1. This is 2. So this is 2, 1. So at this point, you are going to draw a tangent. Tangent line. Tangent line. A tangent line should just touch the point that I've told you. I've told you 2, 1. So here's the key. In the exam, they will just say find the gradient of the curve where the point, at the point where x is equals to 2. So you go where your coordinates have been given. X is 2. And what is your y? 1. That's the point you're plotting. So you draw a tangent line to touch this point like this. That's your tangent line. You're finding gradient. So what I like doing, the first point they've given me is 2, 1 for finding gradient. The next point, I'm going to find it along my tangent line. How do I find this? You can pick any point. You can pick any point, but within this line. You can pick it up, down here, or up here. So me, I'm going to pick this point. You can pick any point, please. So I'm picking this point. I'm going to read my x here, and at the same point, I have to read my y. So here my x is what? So I have 2.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So x here is 2.6. I go to my y. What is my y here? My y here is 4. So 4. So at one point, you can pick in a point down here. Even a point down here. But you have to read what is your y, what is your y, what is your x. But start with the x always. So I pick a point here. I read what is my x. Pick the same point, I read what is my y. But I always start by using the original that they've given me. Once I have this simple, I'm almost there. I say x1, y1, because it's a formula for gradient. So I have m is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m is equals to, what is y2? y2 is 4. 4 minus, what is y1? y1 is 1. What is x2? x2 is 2.6 minus, what is x1? x1 is 2. So m is equals to 3. Divide 2.6 minus 2, that's 0.6. So my final answer will be 3 divided 0.6. That will give me 5. Simple as that. So this is how your graph should be. I've prepared more graphs for you to practice on. Where you are not clear, you can ask me or Madam Miriam, who will help you. All the best.